Welcome everyone. Today we are going to do one of our past life readings. A lot of times I'm looking at like past loves, maybe something that was left undone and has then come into this life. So we're looking for, what was left undone or uncompleted in the previous life that has followed us into this life. We can call it karma, soulmates. The way I see it in my mind, the way I feel my guides have me see it is, we're a soul, we're a spirit, and we come here for adventure, experiences. And I feel like, but yet we also are given free will. So, I feel like when our souls come here, we do come for certain experiences, and I don't feel they're always easy. Probably the majority aren't. It's a challenge. And I feel like that's what, the challenge is what calls to the soul to accept it. You know what I mean? So anyways, a lot of times I do these mainly just on love, but really what I'm doing is just for anything, any karma, let's say, that's been just left undone, anything that we need to know from our previous life moving forward. This is for all signs, by the way. This is something you will intuitively feel. You should literally feel it. Like, I can feel that's me. And then just follow it. We're just going to follow the energy. So we're going to use 3 different decks. We're going to use the Gilded Tarot to clarify when it's time. We're going to use the Tarot of Dreams to represent the present energy moving into the future. And we're using the Past Life Oracle by Doreen Virtue, by the way. It's funny, it's like the only, like, why do I know that the artist for these people? I don't know. Anyway, past lives. And this is what we're going to begin with. So, I'm going to give them a couple shuffles. Everything's pre-shuffled, but I do want to just shuffle for a minute or two. Not a minute or two, a second or two. And just clear my mind, as you should be just clearing your mind. I don't know why I feel like I have to give them this many shuffles. Alright, let's cut them. And I'm just going to read from the top. Maybe that's why I was shuffling so much, even though already pre-shuffled. So we're going to start with our past lives. Let me bring the lid down. And let's begin. We have trust and faith. Trust and faith. Looks like an archangel. It looks like this angel is overseeing the earth, the people. The people of the earth might be Archangel Michael. We have finances. Money. It's just like pouring out of the sack. Do I have more than I need? Atlantis. I'm thinking harmony. and trees. Trees. Think of what trees withstand. You know, many think that there's great knowledge in the energy of a tree. You know, almost like, you know, maybe it absorbs. It's absorbed. Like each, you know, you look at like the rings, like each ring has absorbed that century or whatever. You know, it's interesting because it's like I'm looking at the bottom of the ocean in one card, but then I'm looking truly in nature in the next card. Like, you know, I'm above the water, I'm in nature, you know, below the tree, under the canopy of the tree, and this one I'm in the water. You know, I feel like exploring the water, and it feels like almost like as above, so below. Excuse me. Alright, let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. Health. Well, first of all, you have trust and faith. Oh, all of a sudden I'm like, did I push record? But I did. So weird, like I just had this like little panic, like I don't think I pushed record. Anyway. The serpent. Orphan below that. I feel like there's almost like, you know, I couldn't tell you, like if I went to a doctor and they said give me your family background, I wouldn't know that. Why? Because I don't feel like I knew them. You know, I feel like no emotion. Maybe it's buried, but I feel like no, like, you know, if a doctor said, what's your family history? I don't have a family. Period. And I feel like I'm saying that because in this lifetime there may be a worry about your health, and it may be because, you know, it may signify that something. And listen, I never do health readings, but it could signify that something is like hereditary, and maybe I didn't know that. So I just want to put that out there. I feel like this is also talking about in a past life. I feel like, you know, I want to be honest. I feel like things were pretty easy. It's almost like for some, like a past life was about exploring, you know, like top to bottom. Like I may have been a traveler, right? I like, you know, because it feels like the money's just like spilling out, so I can really do what I want to do with it. Excuse me. And I feel like travel. Maybe an explorer, maybe a treasure hunter type energy, because I feel like I traveled the world, is what I feel like. But I feel like I was abundant, so I was able to do that. It could relate to, you know, I don't know, you know, then I'm seeing that orphan again with health, and that in some way could tie to how someone became abundant here, because it doesn't seem like, just feels like it's there. I feel like it was a very protected path. And when I say you traveled, it sounds like it does sound like a life of adventure and fun, right? But I'm sure there were many challenges, right? Because I do feel like I traveled from the bottom to the top. So it's almost like I crossed every river. I've climbed every mountain. And that's not easy. But the adventure was there. And I feel like this life for someone is really about learning. Some of you could have came in this lifetime and had like an urge to like work in nature. You know what I mean? Like being a commercial fisherman, or like a forest ranger, or an environmentalist. You know what I mean? It's like I feel like I come in this lifetime with the same. Listen, I feel like someone loved the earth. Loved the earth, but saw it from top to bottom, and I feel like that means in all its glory, but even in all its challenges. Okay, let's bring in the tarot dreams. I don't know how to say this because it seems mean, but I have to say something. For some reason, I looked at the F and the A and the T, and I'm like, it spells fat. I could see it. And then, what did I look at? I looked at, trust and faith. And I saw it backwards, F-A-T. Now, that sounds mean, the way I'm saying it. But because health is out here, this could talk about maybe some in this lifetime are not as adventuresome as they were in the last. Or even, what I mean by that is, doesn't mean you travel the world. Maybe you can't. But you can get out in nature. Okay. And maybe that just means start walking. And I apologize the way it came out. It's just weird how I saw it twice in a row like that. Excuse me. Alright, let's do it the same way. We have the Seven of Pentacles, or the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups. So, now we're in your present life. Seven of Cups talks about an option, right? There must be an option that's in front of you. It's about making a choice, right? Choosing one of these cups. Now, the energy in the Seven of Cups is usually somewhat chaotic. Or I'm looking at it as like, every time I choose a cup, I pick the wrong cup. And I don't know why yet. And then I'm thinking, all of a sudden, like 7 popped in my head, and that's a spiritual number. So maybe I'm learning about my spirituality. Under trust and faith. I feel like, you don't have to, but I feel like your soul's calling for you to choose one of these cups. And to trust yourself, but also trust, I feel like, it feels like Archangel Michael and overseeing us, protecting us, like make this choice, right? And maybe it's because, what I feel is so big here. Well, and last time you traveled the world, you climbed the highest mountains, crossed the biggest seas, And so in this lifetime, choosing one of these cups, right or wrong, listen, if it's wrong, you'll feel it. That's what you trust. I pray to be able to trust my own feelings. We have the Eight of Swords. It's like you're blocking yourself in this lifetime from something. The Magician, the Creator. It's something that is not... I don't feel I feel the Magician's strength, right, and abilities to manifest. But I also got to remember, it depends on the energy that's coming through that. Well, if I look right before the Magician, the Eight of Swords and the Seven of Cups, I don't want to manifest from there. And I feel like the Eight of Swords is kind of signifying that I'm not. Now, for some of you, it may be related to your finances. Maybe you were very abundant in a last life, and now it's time, it's like it needs to be balanced. Like, dang. Whew. Okay. With Seven of Swords. So I don't like the line for the present, to be honest. Why? Well, with Seven of Cups and the Seven of Swords mirroring each other. Seven of Swords, all you got to do is look at the image and you know what it's talking about. It's like someone sneaking off with your swords. I feel like, maybe I've given, and maybe there is some type of new opportunity through the energy of the Magician that wants to open up in this lifetime. And maybe, remembering, like, all the challenges, but they feel very adventurous at the same time in a previous life. Maybe I need that pioneering spirit again. As Swords, I'm hiding from the world. But it is connected also to your finances. I feel like the wisdom of a previous life, like it wants to reach you. It is you. Maybe it's trying to, reach you in a way where you acknowledge, I'm more than just this earthly being. I don't need to hide myself from the world, because it is hiding an opportunity at the same time. Now, I know why. It's because, something, a time period, where, Seven of Swords is a thief in the night, so to speak. And this energy is affecting my choices now. So I don't make a choice. It's easier just not to make a choice. But the Magician, the manifestor, is here. The Magician is also the teacher. And the Magician is absorbing that energy of what was. Don't forget, this is you. And this is you. We have the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is about your uniqueness in the world. Three of Pentacles is about what you bring to the table and others recognizing it. Even if they say nothing. It's you in, I feel like, potentially a state of joy as I am creating. It, like, It maybe makes you come alive. There is a realization in this Three of Pentacles, and that is, it is about you and your uniqueness, what you bring to the table. And I feel like the Magician is like, listen, I have the knowledge or the wisdom of the past, and I want to share it with you. But I don't know if I can trust you. I don't know. Is it a truth? I don't know. Let's go ahead and bring in the Gilded Tarot, and let's connect the two. I'm thinking, why is it connected to trees? And, part of me, the first thing that came to my mind was that this could be somebody who works, like, and I feel like probably taking down trees. Now, I'm sure that's for a very select few, but I do feel that energy. Yeah. This may just right now be the energy of someone who once was. Alright, we have the Four of Cups, and I feel like what it's saying, it's like Divine is saying, find your faith, find it, and trust it. And don't live your life in fear. That's a human emotion. Four of Cups is not really doing anything about it. It's like, I have this dream. It's almost like I'm remembering that adventurous spirit within me. I kind of feel it. I kind of feel like it's me. Why am I not doing that now? Right? I have it. It's like, this person is daydreaming about a cup. I want it. But the fear of choosing is greater. It has become greater than that cup. I think that's an illusion, to be honest. Because the Four of Cups is also about using your own spiritual discernment, and it's connecting trust and faith. Again, it feels like Archangel Michael, and then with health, it could be Archangel Raphael also. But nonetheless, it's connecting to your decisions in this present world. Like, I could picture me having that cup. I could picture, like, my pentacles just overflowing my pouch, right? I could picture that. But then something, and it feels tied again to the Seven of Swords, which then created this Eight of Swords, which is a self-created prison, by the way. Doesn't mean your dreams went away. Just means very fearful to move into them. And it's interesting because I feel like the universe or divine is recognizing that uniqueness within you and what you can create and what you have created. It's about who you are as a spirit. And listen, you just may be a very creative one, but you're not living in it, in your true self yet. I feel like it's yet. And it does feel like, when I allow it, then those pentacles, well, there they are. We have the Three of Wands. It's a very optimistic view of what could be, what can be. It's interesting because this Three of Wands is really touching these pentacles just overflowing. Atlantis, where I'm feeling this true flow of energy, and then the magician, the one who has absorbed that wisdom. Listen, this could go the whole way back to Atlantis, right? But in my humanness, here I am. Here I am. And it may be simply an acknowledgement, and that acknowledgement it's almost like flip the switch for you and hopefully move you into the Three of Wands. So I've been dreaming, I think about it. This is like, why can't it be you? Okay, let's keep going. Dang it. It's like positive, negative. We have, by the way, that was the Two of Swords. We have the Moon. Card of Pisces. Ruler of Cancer. We're in Cancer's energy right now. The Moon. This is about uncertainty. And that uncertainty is what I'm truly afraid of. It's the uncertainty. I want to know where I'm going to end up. But I feel like it's divine is saying, but my dear, that depends on you. That depends on you. And then we have the Tower. Excuse me. I don't know why when I started reading, I always want to cough. I said that in the last reading, and someone left me the strangest comment. But anyway, we have the Tower. And I feel like this Tower is more a fear than a reality. And, it doesn't mean that that you haven't had towers. You probably have. And you had to overcome them, right? We have to overcome them, right? We don't want to get stuck in that energy. And that's what it's doing. It's like, the Seven of Swords. Listen, if it's a person, maybe they're long gone, right? But here I am, stopping my own adventures to come my way or saying no to them. Still, because of this energy still affects my decision making. But it doesn't affect your dreams. But Sandy, what if I get a Tower? I feel like if you are going to flip that switch and you're going to move into an optimistic view of just whatever, you know what I mean? Whatever venture comes my way, I feel like when you flip that switch, you're also saying yes to all that wisdom. And that you can trust in. And what that means is, as you move along this journey, I'm not thinking about the ending because I'm enjoying the moment. And I'm creating as I go. Two beautiful threes. The Three of Wands, having a very optimistic viewpoint. I believe that I can, therefore I can. The Three of Pentacles saying, there is this uniqueness within you that maybe you don't trust. And listen, maybe you've heard other people say it to you. You know what you would be great at, but then I don't move into it. Something or someone has had an influence. I don't really feel it has anything to do with the past life. I don't feel they had anything to do with the past life. I feel like they are the lesson in this life. But what the past life is about is the wisdom, is the adventuresome, and the trust. I feel like, first of all, this adventure takes place because this angel is overlooking, like it's almost like nothing can get past this angel. And therefore, I'm going on this adventure. Wow, this lifetime is not quite that easy, but it doesn't mean it can't be that adventurous. It's like, don't allow someone to live in your head. It doesn't deserve to live in your head, to be honest. And certainly don't allow it to stop you. Unless, that's your choice. It is your choice. But I say cut it out. Look at this. Okay. They did come in reverse, so I am going to take them this way. We have the Ace of Swords, and I'm taking them this way because I saw them flip, and they're face up. So we have the Ace of Swords, and then we have the Death card. So, this being reversed is just telling me I'm resisting to allow something to end. I'm resisting to allow myself to have a rebirth. There's something that within this Two of Swords, I may not, it's like I know what I know, but maybe I tell myself I don't want to know it. Wow. That's no way to live, because what it's doing is it brings this Ace of Swords in reverse. Okay. Card Scorpio, by the way. I don't know if I set any signs. Alright, it's a lot of cards, but we're going to take them. Because I feel like it's building a story. Alright, we have that Three of Pentacles again. I don't know. I really feel like something affecting your financial blessings. But I have to say, I also feel, how do I say this? I feel like it's because I'm blocking it. Will they love me? I don't know. Let's go find out. I think so. I think they will. Look at this, the Nine of Swords. These damn swords. Nine of Swords is not horrible, because it says this worry that the Eight of Swords has created. Again, that self-created prison is like blocking this Ace, right? And is blocking the finances. The Nine of Swords would say all that worry is just a waste of time. Everybody gets it, right? We've all been there. But it doesn't mean it should continue. Again, it's going to be up to you. This is about trusting yourself, really, more than anything. Trust in yourself. Like that pain of the past. Look at it this way. Everyone has been there. The majority. But in no way should it, I don't know. It should not affect your present, your future. Okay. Anyway, so listen, a 9 is about a final reflection. It is about the final reflection. And again, this 9, now connected to the Tower. Unnecessary worry. Why? Well, because if you are moving into the Three of Wands energy, that means that the Eight of Swords goes away. Listen, that doesn't mean all anxiety goes away, but that anxiety can be part of what guides you. You know what I mean? If you can really trust in energy, I'm telling you, you'll know what's right and you'll know what's not. Why? Because you've been there. All right, we have the Queen of Cups. Can be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We do have Pisces. We do have Cancer's ruler, and then we have Scorpio. So we have all the above. But the Queen of Cups really comes to the table, much like the King of Cups, with open arms. Wow. Hello, Two of Cups. I'm telling you, I cannot make this shit up. This is soulmate energy. Phew. And then, look at this. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Wow. You know, I love the Nine of Pentacles because in the Nine of Pentacles, the energy, I feel very strong and independent in myself, in my foundation. I was willing to put in what it needed, what it took, right? But at the same breath, it drew me to it. Again, this Three of Pentacles, I feel, is very important because it is talking about that unique part of yourself. And why can't the Pentacles flow to you? They can. It may be your very experiences that turn around and can be your very abundance. Anyway, I'm standing strong in this Nine of Pentacles. Listen, I am open to the world, no doubt. But I am standing strong myself. My own foundation is strong. And I love that it's coming right next to this Two of Cups. You know, is this not, let's be honest, the perfect time for love? Because truly, you know, I may be dreaming about this cup, and you know, here's this angel saying, please dream about it. But it does require your movement. It just does. You know, please bring me or allow me to have, you know, bring me more pentacles. Listen, okay, we're going to lead you to a path. Take it. Be willing to take it. If for some reason, I don't know if there's any wrong path, but if for some reason, let's say a Seven of Swords person, you know, the Thief of the Night type person comes towards you again, you're going to know it. You're going to feel it. They're not going to be able to, there's just no way. Right? It's just like instantly, like, it's almost like I don't have to say no. Your energy says it for you. But this isn't talking about that. This is talking about a soulmate love. Interesting that we have the Two of Swords right above that. I'm sorry, I keep coughing. Listen, I've seen this in a million readings where I feel like we're being guided to take care of us and our foundation, and that may mean our pentacles. And it's not that you can't have had it all. You can, but it's not about giving one up for another either. Because I don't feel that. You know, this Two of Cups is connected to the Nine of Pentacles. It's connected to your success. Your success. What's under the Three of Pentacles? Alright. I feel like, you know, I feel like I gotta put the Two of Cups. Now, we'll bring it back. We're just going to go right across the whole reading. Anything else that wants to come out. We have the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles can be a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. King of Pentacles is someone who comes to the table and can see the big picture. Right? I look at it from the big picture. Queen of Pentacles is the one who digs into the details. The King is just interested in the big picture. Maybe that's all I need to know. This can certainly be a person. You know, we have the King right above the Queen. We have Judgment. Well, I feel like, you know, I don't feel like, I know this is calling you to attention. This is calling you to the present moment. You know, listen, Judgment is here, and below it is the Two of Cups. This is the way the trumpet is blowing, but beside it is the Two of Swords. And I feel like, you know, as your guide, I can only do so much. But I am blowing the trumpet. And you're blowing it at the Two of Cups. On the other side is the King of Pentacles. Listen, this King could be a person, or the King can say, you know, how do you overcome some of these things, or like some of these inactive areas where you really do want to be active? Think about the King of Pentacles energy. First of all, grounded, right? Earth, we have trees. But also looking at life from the big picture. 2 nines, reflection, cycles. Okay. We have the Hermit. Well, it's a different way of looking at it for sure. This is a card of Virgo. I think I know that. I am Virgo. You know, the Hermit is ultimately the spiritual teacher. The Hermit, like, shines its beacon for the rest of us, even if it doesn't mean to. It is coming from wisdom. You know, it's going in, it's asking the big questions, but it's receiving the big answers. It's like, I want, but I'm not willing to do this. But I want that, but I won't do this. The Hermit is like the way. You know, and the Hermit here is illuminating the snake below. Like, that's what you trust. That your light will illuminate the snake. We have the Eight of Swords. So the Hermit is illuminating this Eight of Swords. Interesting, because the person in Eight of Swords is like moving towards the light of the Hermit. Almost like I don't even know it. So I feel like the Hermit's light, and the Hermit's light is the wisdom, I feel like, of a past life. And of, you know, of your angels, your guides, illuminating like where I'm blocking myself off, but yet feeling that energy. Okay, we have the Five of Cups, and then we have the Ace of Swords. Beautiful. First of all, we're taking this as the last card. I love that the Ace of Cups, or the Ace of Wands, is in the upright. It's coming out. It's saying yes to whatever wants to open. So that tells me that you are closing whatever needs to close. Like, you're not living in the Eight of Swords anymore. You're just not. Five of Pentacles is, or Five of Cups is coming right before this Two of Cups. Listen, I feel like the Two of Cups is saying this may be someone that you were with in a previous life who was part of that adventure. And, you know, Judgment saying, when? Well, calling you to the present moment. Five of Cups is the missing or longing of an energy. But really with the Five of Cups, it's about the Two Cups that this person has yet to discover. He'll discover it as soon as he turns around. Ace of Wands. somehow, some way, you're going to be reached. And I feel like those who are really stuck in the Eight of Swords, or in making, it's like, I feel like I should, but, like you're giving yourself excuses of why you shouldn't. Just look at that. Just look at that. I think I'm going to leave it there. I feel like it's very clear. And I feel like you're going to recognize yourself, or you won't. You know what I mean? Like, I guess every reading can't be for everyone. Though I feel like if you're here, there's some type of message here for you. Because I don't feel like my guides would waste your time. So, Nine of Swords, stop the unnecessary worry. Stop thinking that you're automatically going to receive a tower. Have trust in yourself. Understand who's taking up space in your mind, in your brain, in your heart. Whose energy. And by the way, they can be going on and living their own life, but yet here I am, like, afraid to choose a cup because, you know what I mean? Death card is a resistance to putting something to an end. The Hermit says give it a real spiritual look. And I do feel like then you flip a switch. You flip a switch. I'm going to leave it there. I love you guys. I thank you guys. Definitely share this on your social media. It's one of my favorite readings to do. Though, I'm going to be honest, it's not one of my highest rated. Well, I mean, the comments are always fantastic. Your comments always blow me away. But, it's not like my highest views. Let's just put it that way. But I love them. So, I will see you next time at my table. Definitely leave your comments. Let me know how you relate to it, how you feel it. Again, you're going to feel this energy more than you're going to be like, okay, well, I'm an earth sign. This is, I feel like for all. Anyways, I love you. I'll see you next time at our table, guys. Bye-bye.